How to draw a pear with coloring pencils. Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little pear step by step. This is an easy drawing lesson for kids, beginners, and kids of all ages. Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Alphabet Soup, we choose a letter from the alphabet and we draw food that starts with that letter. So let's draw. This is what you'll need for today's drawing lesson. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have my dollar store drawing pad here, 11.5 by 8 inches. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, and I always have my old paintbrush hanging around to dust off my page. For color, today we're using coloring pencils. Now I have 3 shades of green here. You don't need 3 shades, but if you have 1 or 2, that will be just fine. I have like a medium green. Did I say green or gray before? I meant green if I said gray. I have a medium green, I have a light green, and I have a yellowish green here. I also have brown. I have a black Sharpie. And for outlining, I have my fine-tipped black marker. So why don't I clear off my space here and we can begin. I don't know if you can hear in the background, my dog is chewing on one of his chew toys. All right. Now this is Alphabet Soup, and we always write out the name of the object that we are going to be drawing. So P is for pear. Let's draw a capital P. Let's draw a small p. And let's write out the word pear. So capital P, E, A, and R. There we go. That's how you spell pear. So why don't we begin by drawing our pear. Now a pear is a very unique shape. It's it's round and it comes in, and then it goes a little fatter, comes in again, and we meet at the top. That's the shape of a pear. Now we're going to draw a little line here, and then we're going to draw the stem of the pear. A little round at the end, and then down. And on the side here, we're going to draw just a little leaf, because maybe this one just came off the tree, just like that. Now with your eraser, you see this line here? There's the stem, there's a line in between. Let's erase that line right away, okay? And if you accidentally erase something you didn't want to, just take your pencil and draw it back in, because I erased more than I wanted to there. I erased almost the whole stem. So I'm just going to put it back in like that. Okay? And what I'm going to do right away is draw some eyes on. Let's make her a she today. Little Miss Pear. Some big oval eyes. And then I'm going to draw another oval for her pupil on the inside of each one of these eyes. All right, and we'll put in her smile and some detail after we finish coloring in. So why don't we begin by using the medium green. And I'm going to color in the entire pear, medium green, or any green that you have. And what I'm doing is I'm applying a very light layer of green. Now a layer just means you're coloring it in. The first layer is the first time you color it in. If you add a second layer, that means you're coloring it in twice. But if you watch my videos, you already know what layers are. If you're using a coloring pencil, don't forget to turn it once in a while so that you don't wear it down all on one side, okay? And use a light touch. You don't have to press down hard because we are going to be adding layers to get our color. Now I'm going to try not to get any green into her eyes, okay? So why don't you do the same? And don't forget to turn that pencil once in a while. My dog has a little rubber tire. It's tiny. It's probably the size of this pear, but it's a really good one, so he can chew on it because he's just a puppy and he's teething. That means that his teeth are growing in, so he likes to chew a lot. So that's what you're hearing. He's chewing his little rubber tire. Don't forget to turn that pencil. And if you wanted to, you could use markers for this too, and crayons. I think a green marker would look nice if it's a light green. Pears can be yellow too. When they're really ripe, they can be yellow. And there are some brown pears too. I think they're called Bosch pears. I love fresh pears. I always wanted to have a pear tree. That would be really nice, but I think the critters would eat all the pears off the tree if I had a tree here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it in a second time. And what is that? That's adding a second layer of color. And I'm not pressing down hard at all. But you see the difference already between one layer and two layers? If you add layers, you get some really nice color. There we go. Do you guys like to eat pears? I love them when they're nice and ripe. They're so juicy and delicious. They're very sweet. Better than candy because they're good for you and they taste really nice. Have you heard that some people say fruit is nature's candy because it's so sweet? And don't get me wrong, I still like to eat chocolate now and then. But fruit is really delicious. All right, I've got my second layer done. Now what I'm going to do, and if you want to add a third layer, go ahead. I'm going to take that yellowish green and I'm going to add a third layer with the yellowish green because I'm trying to get a really, really intense greenish, yellowish color here. You can combine all sorts of colors together, do some experimenting, and see what you come up with. Oh, that's a nice color. I really, really like this. Isn't that nice? And it adds more color, so you can really see the difference again. 2 layers, 3 layers. Don't forget to turn the pencil. And if you're using a marker, you don't have to turn your marker, obviously. It doesn't need to be turned. And also, you would only add 1 layer, probably, of the marker, because markers have really nice, intense colors. Oh, the dogs are wrestling. You might hear some barking. Usually they're very quiet when I start these videos, but now that I have a puppy in the house. Puppies are energy balls. They need to get their energy out. They run around and they play and they wrestle and they chew too much sometimes. They destroyed one of my pillowcases yesterday. All right, I think I'm finished with the green color for the pear itself. So now I'm going to take my darker green color, the medium green I guess, and I'm going to color in the leaf. Because I want to have different colors of green in my drawing. And I'm being careful not to press down too hard. I don't want to break the tip of my pencil, and I don't want to wear out my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and add a second layer right away. And if you want to go ahead and add a third layer, go ahead. This is your leaf, right? This is your pear. You can do what you like. Now I've got my brown color, and I'm going to color in that stem. I'm going to try not to get any brown into the pear. And I'm going to add a second layer right away. I just turned my pencil. How are you guys doing? There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. I love this color. Combining the two greens together, that was a nice idea because it looks really, really nice. So now I'm going to take my black fine liner and I'm going to outline everything. If you don't have a fine liner marker, you could use a black coloring pencil if you like. And I'm going to be really careful because I don't want to go outside of my pencil line. I'm not erasing my pencil marks today, so I'm being careful not to go outside of the lines. So take your time doing this part. And pay attention to what you're doing. Oh, see what I did? I went outside and too far into the pear. Sometimes I shouldn't be talking when I'm outlining. I'm just going to finish this up here. All right, and I'm going to outline her eyes too. I just want to make sure my marker is dry, because if my hand goes on it, I don't want to smudge everything. There we go. So everything's outlined. Now I'm just being a little picky here because I went outside my pencil line. I'm just gonna erase that just so it doesn't show so much. And down here too, I did the same thing. Just want it to look nice. You don't have to be as picky as I am. So now we're going to add some detail. First I'm going to take my black Sharpie and fill in her pupils with black. There's one. And there's two. And I'm going to go back to my fine liner and I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to give her some eyelashes. And some eyebrows. And I'm going to give her a big smile, really big smile. And open smile. So to create teeth, now this is cartoon teeth, it's not real teeth. You put a line in between and then you just draw some straight lines like this to make your little cartoon teeth. Okay, and I'd like to give her some cheeks. So we put little semicircles at the end of each side of her mouth so it looks like she has teeth. Isn't that cute? Now, my friends, let's sign our work. I want you to be very, very proud of the beautiful work of art that you just created. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, my friends, and we'll see you next time on Alphabet Soup. Thanks for watching. Bye.